All right. Time for the second match for today. We're gonna change for the English language because there's not English streamers unfortunately around. And this is a banger match for sure. Here we have the Onsyde roster. Naturally, maybe the greatest roster in the world. And then in the next, we see Kaizi Gaming's roster, which might be the best roster in the world as well. So these two are in same themes, naturally. And I mean that Xiaose is so great of a player that that makes me feel like Kaizi Gaming is the one who's gonna be taking. Oh, unfortunately, Xiaose no Crank is playing today, so we're gonna see these bit more normal players then. Here we have Solar at first, and then we have Dark as next. And naturally, these guys will be the first pair we're gonna be seeing. First map will be Oceanborn. Solar has 804 points, when Dark has 772 points. I feel these guys are gonna be having, well, actually 800-ish is kinda good elo, so let's see how this
season will go. But yeah, here in the blue, in the down right side of the map, for Onsyde we have Solar. And in the upper left side, we have in the red, it's Kaizi Gaming's Dark.
CVC. The matchup for gamblers. Both of the players opening with hatchery first, so we don't see any one-base shenanigans at least. Every time when Dark is playing CVC, you kinda feel like everything is on the table. You can expect anything from Dark. One base play, two base play. Well, even 5+ base playing as well, but usually Dark is the one who's more aggressive. Solar has the same thing, at least against Raynor and Serral. Usually when I'm thinking about CVC and these two guys, I'd say that Solar is a more like a more ordinary CVC player still. Macro-orientated, reactive style and playing just better than your opponent in general. Solar has been on fire lately though, so I'm kind of confused to say who is actually the favorite here, because I feel not either of them can take the first match 2-0 or 1-1 score wouldn't be any surprise at all. Not at all, not at all. In the past it felt like Dark always had the upper hand against Solar, but lately it just felt like Solar is, if not equal, even ahead a little bit. And I'm not saying only against Dark in CVC, but both Serral and Raynor has been on the ropes against Solar as well. Just like we saw last season playoffs and in the finals where Solar actually defeated both of them, and that was a testament of his true skill, I'd say. And Gamers Without Borders, naturally, in the round of 8. Solar defeated Serral 3-0. We don't wanna remember that at all. But let's see. Bailing nests for both players, third hatcheries as well, and a pair of lings on the map. Well, that's not a pair of ling anymore, but a few lings on the map just to get some kind of presence and some intel. Nothing extraordinary happening just right yet. Meanwhile, we usually at this stage in CVC, there's a possibility to make 20 links or so. Well, perhaps not even 20 links, but this is the first stage in standard play where you see if either of the player wanna make something happen early on. Solar starts Roach Warren for Dark as well. We are not seeing many links for either side. So. Very ordinary build orders and macro-orientated gameplay from both sides. Dark actually goes goes quite heavy on droning at the moment. And he's gonna get away with it for sure as well. Well, Solar is still ahead with drones, so I'm just confused. Who is droning and who is not? The larva mechanism is always kinda interesting to try to follow on who is ahead, worker-wise. First roaches started for Solar. 5 roaches. Dark starting the first one as well. 5 roaches is the number, it seems like. Evolution sample for Solar at this stage. Dark preserving his palings on the natural. That's always great. Solar not preserving his palings. That's not great. Dark is going ahead with the roach attack, it seems like. And even one drone in the attack. Well, that's a proxy hatchery if I've ever seen one. I have no idea what that drone is doing on the other side of the map. Must be some kind of a miss. There were Solar's drones, actually. I'm confused because the name tables are on the wrong order, so... 3 drone attack for Solar. And that was a decoy attack. He wasn't really attacking at the moment. In truth, Solar was droning hard behind this, but Dark was the one who was actually not faking, but massing units. And now that Solar went full drones, this will be hard hold for Solar, I feel like. On the other hand, these are slow roaches, so there's plenty of opportunities to micro against them. And Palings, they soften up a little bit of Solar's roaches. Meanwhile, Dark eats all the Palings Solar had, but it seems like it most likely ain't enough. There's plenty of roaches still for Dark, even making some kind of ravages in the middle of the fight, and it's GG. Dark takes actually the first map. Damn, GVG. Sometimes your mind games can bite you in the ass. Solar was faking an attack. I have no idea how those 3 drones got there as well, but Solar was faking the attack first, and the truth was Solar was actually droning hard, even making lair. I'm not saying he was especially greedy, but perhaps he was. Meanwhile, Dark totally skipped the lair, didn't make any drones for a minute or so, and then he had the bigger army, and he was the one who was attacking, so Solar's mind games didn't work naturally in this scenario. Solar just didn't know it. Bad luck, Brian, I'd guess. Onsyde, 1 map behind now in this match against Kaizi Gaming. ESL Twitter feed actually tweeted something yesterday that how you pronounce Alchioni. I was thinking that when you think it as Italian, it
sounds rather funny. But here, in the blue, we have Solar from Onsyde, and here in the red, we have Kaizi Gaming's Dark.
Fear of the dark. Fear of the dark. All right. Dark is doing what he always likes to do on Alchione. He's gonna be making gold base early on. Literally, this starts to feel me as a standard Dark opening on this map. And there we go. Both of the players opening with the hatchery. Naturally followed by gas and then the spawning pool. But Dark is taking the gold base. Solar's second overload is gonna be going directly into the Dark's gold base. So he is gonna be seeing it. And then we're gonna be seeing who's gonna be aggressive and who's not. It's possible that both of the players are gonna be aggressive on this map, though. It's very likely. Usually when other party in CVC goes for gold base, it triggers some kind of how I say, chain reaction. This might be a funny game. about the standings of WTL Code S season so far. Shopify is leading the league with 14 points. Already Shopify has played 5 games. Well, everything has played 5 games now except these two. Basilisk is second with 13 points. Onsyde has 12 points. And if Onsyde wins this match, no matter if in ace match or before it, Onsyde will be leading the league once more after 5 weeks. But if Onsyde loses, actually, both Shopify Rebellion and Basilisk might be ahead of them. Meanwhile, Dragon Kaizi Gaming only has 6 points before this, so Dragon Kaizi Gaming is kinda needing of points at the moment. Pailing Nest for Solor. Meanwhile, Dark is making a Roach Warren. And we're gonna be not so standard Alkioni map here on out. Oh, I actually missed that. Solar opened the path for him. Yeah, now his attack is gonna be coming a bit faster in Dark's side of the map. Dark actually tries to wall his gold base, makes one spine between those buildings. I guess the both of them are Evolution Chambers. No, another is a Roach Warren and another is Evolution Chamber. Is that fully blocked? No, it's not. But yeah, I guess with the links there's not that much of a space. Well, I'm not sure, but Dark is doing. Now he's gonna be losing his queen for sure. Kinda interesting that he cancelled that building that early. But well, Spine is finished, and these roaches, they cannot get surrounded. That's for sure! Surrounded they will get though, and these links actually can trade rather well. Okay, so only one roach dies for Dark. But there comes the Bailings, and drones are on danger zone. And these Bailings, they actually will take down the Spine as well, and Dark is on a bit of a trouble, it seems like. Lynx cannot enter the battlefield because Solar has quite a bit of Bailing still. 2 actually left, and Dark is on the ropes actually, it feels like. Losing 6 drones already is Dark, and Solar is not even done. Still more Lynx pouring in, and everything that Dark has is gone. And Solar, just like that, will tie up this match 1-1. And that's an important win for Onsyde for sure. That's an important win. Let's see how the second pairing will work. Maru is naturally the favorite. No matter how big of a slump Maru is, I feel like Oliveira is maybe even in a bigger slump at the moment than what Maru is at the moment. Both of the players in a bit of a slump, I'd say. Maru still undefeated on this season though. He has played 8 matches, won every one of them. Meanwhile, Oliveira was he in a 2 win and 4 losses situation, which is not that great for a player of Oliveira's caliber, I'd say. But big match naturally. If Oliveira takes even 1 map off from Maru, that would make the life easier for Dragon Kaizi Gaming. I feel like Hero should be definitely favorite against Ryung. So, yeah. Even though if Maru would win this 2-0 now, there's a high chance that Hero would win Ryung 2-0 and we would be going for the ace match. Let's see. Let's see. That second game for Solar and Dark was a fast one, which usually is the case for South Korean CVC. Damn. I'm not forcing you to listen that music all over and over again. Let's put something different in the background while we try to mumble some English at the same time. I have no idea what games they are playing in ESL today, but I guess they're gonna be playing the second round finished for Europe and America and maybe even in Asia. I mean the second round in the Swiss system, so every player who's entered the Swiss system stage should have played 2 games after today. Meanwhile, this naturally is the 5th play week in WTL, so every team has kinda played half of their games. Well, they're gonna be playing exactly 11 matches, so is it halfway if you've played 5 or 6 games? That's kinda arguable, one might say. Solar has been really strong in this season. I think his stats are now 8 wins and 2 losses. And that's amazing. And he's not even the first Ganon for Onsyde. It's Maru with 8 wins and 0 losses before this. And if Maru now wins 2-0, it means Maru will be the first player in the league. Thinking that he has still, or he would be still having undefeated record, 10 wins and 0 losses. Even Serral has 3 losses already. Oh no. Is it a slump for Serral? It might be. Serral is washed up, truly. I'm memeing. I'm memeing. Don't take that seriously. But last season, Serral made a miraculous run, or how you say it, played miraculous season altogether, and lost only 1 map before playoffs. And even in playoffs, he single-handedly killed Abydos. Played well in the finals, but then Solar naturally happened, and then Onsyde was able to take the win and the championship as well. And here we go. There was Maru and there's Oliveira. 481 points. Oh, who did Oliveira actually lost to that he lost? He has lost close to 100 points in a short time. Okay. Time to win then, Oliveira, I guess. These are interesting matches always because I'm quite big of fan of both of the teams, so no matter who wins, if we just get epic matches, everyone wins. Except the players that loses, naturally. Trigger won Oliveira 2-0 last week. Oh, I do remember that, yeah. So that dropped quite a bit of Oliveira's points. Stats won 1 map up from Oliveira the week before. And that lowered Oliveira's rating as well. And even Lampo actually took one map off from Oliveira. Oliveira hasn't performed that well in this league so far, in this season so far. That kinda explains the elo, but I still feel like Oliveira's elo has been strangely low from the start, so when the elo has been so low from the start and he hasn't performed that well, that explains why it is that low. He's the world champion still. Champion still. Teki Rahvi. Joo, jälleen kerran. Ei ollut yhtään taas englanninkielistä striimiä. Eka matsi vettiin suomeksi ja nyt puolittain suomeksi. Solaris will be the first map, even though Solar is not playing. Solar is not playing, so Solaris.
Oh, and here we have, with the upper right side of the map, lane for Onsyde is Maru. Greatest Terran in the world, and here in the bottom left side of the map, in playing with Kaizi Gaming, it is the world champion, Oliveira.
Maru has suffered painful defeats lately outside of WTL. As I mentioned, on this season, Maru has won 8 maps and still hasn't lost any, so that's insane already. Yeah, but in GSL, Maru dropped out. Did he drop like in the first stage as a first player? I think he actually did. Perhaps he did. And then WTL organization arranged this Korea versus World kind of extempore tournament, which have like 10,000 pool on it still, $10,000 or so. And then Maru actually lost to Max. Was it 3-0, if I remember correctly? Yeah, New Horizon. I felt the pain in my heart as well. So had to change. I was waiting the whole first match if someone would arrive when this match appears or starts, but no one came in. No one there. So here we are then. Oliveira actually is feeling bit of a cheeky fellow and tries to do orbital in the the command center in the low ground at the beginning. This might trigger Maru to think that we're gonna be playing one best. No, Maru is doing the same thing. So both of the players are doing the command center low ground. It feels like so many Terror players nowadays, they open a bit differently and play a bit more safer that they do the command center high ground. So that's a bit of one story there, a bit different when it comes to normal TVT. Starboard for both of the players. Oliveira's Hellion gets maybe his chance to kill the building SCV, and that he did. Naturally now the Hellion dies as well. And Maru actually sent another SCV in advance, so that wasn't that big of a tragic for Maru. Usually when the SCV that's building the command center dies, there's it delays heavily the command center after that, but Maru saw that in advance and minimized his losses, I'd say. Cyclones have been changed heavily in the last patch, and nowadays they kind of will a bit weaker in TVT if you do one or two of them. The lock-on range is so much lower and the damage is so much lower that it actually has led into situation that we have been seeing banshees more in this matchup because of Cyclone's lock-on ain't that big of a deal. But here is Maru with his signature move almost with the medivac, but there's already Oliveira is waiting. But is this going that well for Oliveira? That tank doing heavy damage. And then Oliveira was actually pretty close in losing every unit he has. But there's literally like one Marine and a Reaper besides that tank. They actually killed that turret, and this tank is kind of the hero in the game already. Oh, there were 2 Marines. I thought there was 1 Marine and a Reaper. Oliveira just GG's up from the game. What? Oliveira winner? Who is the winner? Okay, I'm confused now. What the fuck happened in that one? Perhaps it was still Maru who was the winner. Would have been epic if... or kind of confusing if Maru would have GG'd out from the game. Oh, Maru actually wins in surprisingly fast fashion that first game. And now Onsyde is leading the match 2-1. And Oliveira needs to do something. I feel the same hatch the bets that even though it wasn't that great of a situation for Oliveira, was that really a situation where you have to GG out? I'm not sure. I'm not totally sure what went wrong with Oliveira. That he had 2 Cyclones on place and the tank wasn't still sieged up. But I guess the Cyclones where they like next to each other and the tank kind of hit them both and then something happened and then everything fall apart. But I thought that it would go better for Oliveira that situation than it did, but the game didn't
feel like it's over. But let's see. And here in the blue, we have Maru. 9-0 actually in the league so far now. And on the other side from Kaizi Gaming, it's Oliveira.
And Terran versus Terran action in Oceanport. I feel like I'm saying that bit wrong, and it sounds a little wrong. Sorry for that. Gas first opening for Maru. Let's see. Let's see. Maru might not go for a scout if he opens with gas first. Meanwhile, I expect that both of the players will gonna be going for double gas. At least Oliveira will. Maru actually maybe won't. Despite he opened with gas first, he might be going and opting to do some kind of Ryung opening, maybe, with command center in the low ground even. Maru scouting with the SCV in the beginning. Oliveira won't scout. Oliveira says, I'm not a...
Shield wall!
I don't need a scout. I know what Maru will do. Both of the players opening with a Reaper. Maru sees that Oliveira has blocked his main base, so the SCV doesn't learn all that much. But what he learns is that there's not proxy racks in the beginning, or at least there's not 2 or 3 proxy racks on the map. Naturally, in this scenario, it's still possible that Oliveira would have hidden his second racks in the map, but that would have maybe meant that the supply depot, on the other hand, wouldn't have been so early. So, despite Maru didn't see anything, he still kind of got all the good info he needed at the time. Command centers for both of them. Oliveira makes his own command center in the low ground. Remember that Oliveira didn't SCV scout here, so he's doing a bit of a gamble, but not all that much. Maru building the command center in the high ground on his side of the map. Even after the scout, so he's playing it a little more safe, I'd say. Cyclones for Oliveira once more. I wonder if we're gonna be seeing Medivac attack from Maru again. If I remember correctly, when we were in when we were watching the Katowice games where Oliveira kind of miraculously killed Maru, Maru tried to do the Medivac opening time after time, and it kind of didn't pay off. But this time around it worked. 3 CCs actually for Oliveira rather soon. The 3rd CC started now. Interesting. Meanwhile, Maru coming in with a Reaper. Just tries to see what's up and what's not. Oliveira trying to have hunting it down with 3 Reapers of his own. Oliveira going for the Raven, even doing that new upgrade, which kinda doesn't bring anything new on the table. It just unlocks the interference matrix upgrade, which is quite important in TVT. And once again, Medivac tank attack from Maru right from the get-go. Oliveira loses the Hellion, which wouldn't have bring anything in the defense, I'd say. Nevertheless, so that's all the same. Let's see how this works this time around. This time around, Oliveira has his own tank defending, and Maru can't get his tank on so critical position that he did in the first game. So Maru tries to go on another direction. Oliveira going. Oh, the antivirus matrix was ready. And this should be easy hold now for Oliveira. He even kills the tank of Maru's. And now Oliveira should be having a good early game. He already has even 3 CC. Although Maru is attacking with the early tank Viking push next. So Oliveira is not out of the woods yet. Even killing the Medivac. That's huge. Maru only now making his 3rd CC. 2 Vikings joining the fight for Maru. Oliveira sees that there are 2 Vikings already, so now Oliveira knows that this will be a tank Viking attack. But not a very dedicated one from Maru. There's no like second starport around, so this is like only 1 tank at a time and 1 starport with a reactor. And let's see what Maru does. He actually is gonna be playing mech here. I was kind of starting to suspect that something like this would happen. Would be hype to see mech versus bio game in equal footing. Usually when you are hyped that yay mech against bio, this is awesome, and then you see after early game either of the player losing 20 or so SCVs and the hype is down. There are 3 Ravens for Oliveira though. Oliveira moving his Ravens. They try to come in from another angle. He cannot find success though. Maru is nicely making so with his Vikings that those Ravens just cannot come in from the back and throw turrets or anti-interference matrix all of his tanks. Oliveira going for double engineering upgrades at the moment soon. He started his both anti-engineering base. This is dangerous. Kinda optimistic from Maru as well. And let's see. 2 of the tanks on sleep now, and Oliveira has a huge army actually. But there's still 2 tanks for Maru. Are they enough to hold this attack? Oh, well, who is attacking who? That's a question. Maru will lose the 2nd or the like 4th tank as well. Now there's only 1 tank for Maru, I think, after this. Oliveira killed 4 tanks, 5 Vikings and Liberator. That was a great engagement from Oliveira for sure. Maru still has air advantage. He has plenty of Vikings against, well, Oliveira noticed this and it's just, yeah, you can have all the Vikings you want in the world. I'm just gonna be coming in and sieging up and killing the next tank as well. Maru loses 1 tank, loses the sensor tower as well. But actually, Maru's tanks are now in a great position, and it feels like Oliveira cannot like leapfrog his way. Even landing the Vikings. Killing 2 tanks maybe. Or killed 1 tank. Alright. Alright. Maru is the one who's richer now, and that's a bit worrisome for Oliveira, naturally. Despite Oliveira did a couple of great engagements, this game actually might go on. The tank Viking composition is a really hard composition to like get direct engagement if the tanks are sieged. Oliveira sieging up his tanks kinda in the middle of the map. Making marauders already. Naturally you need marauders against mech, that's for sure. There's no thing like going for marine tank against mech. It just won't work. Especially after your opponent or the mech player has +2 attack for his tanks. Marines become kind of obsolete. But marauders on the other hand, they are great. They are great. even blue flame for Maru. I'd kinda would like to see Maru going to make a medivac Hellbat and Hellbat drops. They are actually quite strong against bio player that doesn't have many marines or like air advantage at all. Oliveira on 4-base situation. Maru the same stuff. Making the command centers 5th and 6th as well. Oliveira tries to come in, get a good position for his tanks. But now that Maru has air advantage and he even has one Liberator, it's hard for Oliveira to go in and get a good siege position because the Liberator would shut him down rather quick. Oliveira going for drop action next time around. Maru actually has medivacs now and he has Hellbats in them, so that's great. That's great. How about this drop? Yeah, Oliveira abandons the idea to do something. And after he scans that there are so many tanks waiting for him, Oliveira definitely would have loved to like get some kind of engagement, but just can't. Just can't. Despite Oliveira saw that there are like 5 or 6 tanks waiting, Oliveira was still thinking that I wanna go, but there was no way. Maru playing really defensive at the moment, which is naturally great idea if you're playing a mech. Some old school Hellbat drop action. Oliveira actually takes his whole army and comes in to defend those Hellbats. Oh no, these Hellbats can do actually something. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maru didn't pay attention to those Hellbats. Both of the players actually have 80 workers. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. 2-2 upgrades coming in for Maru. Oliveira, 3-3 upgrades coming in for Oliveira as well. I didn't expect that Maru would go for battle cruisers this early on. I was expecting that the Fusion Core was only for the Liberator range. But we're gonna be definitely seeing now some battle cruisers. Alright. Alright. 22 workers dies for Oliveira. So Maru's drop was a huge success. Maru adding more starports. And soon the first battle cruisers are online as well. Fusion Core for Oliveira as well. There's no infrastructure, no upgrades for Oliveira to really like challenge Maru's air dominance for a while. So that most likely won't mean that we're gonna be battle cruisers against battle cruisers. That would be crazy. Oliveira has the map control, but he cannot threaten like Maru's bases. Oh, I was so wrong. Oliveira actually goes for an engagement. Maru has many tanks defending, but there's not any meat for those tanks, and Oliveira actually destroys the position of Maru. Oh, what a beautiful engagement from Oliveira, and Maru loses the position, loses the freshest base after that as well. Many turrets, which is of course the most tragic part in here. Naturally that attack wasn't free for Oliveira either. He loses quite a bit of bio units, but that was a beautiful engagement. Oh, battle cruisers teleporting. Those tanks never had a chance. Maru still has a bit more supply. I'm not sure what's happening with Oliveira's side. Well, Oliveira is pumping his economy, making starports 2 at a time, 2 command centers, and then there's a whole string of upgrades coming in. So you kind of understand why the supply at the moment is looking the way it is. Maru actually has so much army supply, 110, and 2 upgrades for mech as well. Oliveira has some work to do even with a single orbital. Look at how red those bio units is. Actually, that planetary wins the fight. Oh, yeah. 20 kills for the planetary. Yeah. Yeah. Good structure. Good building. And now Oliveira is in a trouble. Despite he has had quite few of epic engagements here. This is looking quite bad. This is looking quite bad. Maru even Yamato Kano in the solo Thor that was there for Oliveira and Maru destroying Oliveira at the moment. Ah, this has been funny TVT for sure. Oh no, Maru should be going for 2-0 here, and Oliveira is looking a bit frustrated, which usually happens when you're playing against a mech player. Maru wins Oliveira 2-0. That second game was nice, very nice. First one ended way too fast for it to be epic, but second game didn't disappoint. Now that Maru won Oliveira 2-0, it means that Onsyde is leading this war with 3-1, and Onsyde also made sure that he's gonna... means that Onsyde will be getting at least 1 point from this, no matter what happens. Hero now needs to 2-0 Ryung in order for Dragon Kaizi Gaming to get points though. If Ryung wins even one map, it means that Dragon Kaizi Gaming won't be getting points here. Sorry, I'm gonna be putting commercial now, so that you won't be getting one in the middle of the game. It's always great that you open the sentence that I'm gonna put the commercial now, and then you press the button, and then you explain why. And naturally the people that I will get the commercial, they don't hear anything after that, so yeah. Here we are. 3-0 for Onsyde now. And Maru still undefeated in the season. Now he has won 10 games, lost 0. 0 amount of games, so Maru at the moment is the #1 ranked player in the season if you kind of count won games and lost games ratio on it. I guess Clem is 10-2. I mean, Clem has won 10 games as well, but he has lost 2 games. What a noob. Just kidding. But yeah, Maru is a strong contender to get the MVP reward from this season. After 5 play weeks. Bjorn has 9 victories, 2 losses. Maxpass has the same 9-2. Cheryl has 9 wins, 3 losses. Solar has 8 wins, 2 losses, I guess. Raynor has 7 wins, 3 losses. And so on, and so on, and so on. Familiar names. Thanks for the follow, guys, as well. Usually we're gonna be naturally streaming and speaking Finnish here, but every now and then when WTL there's no English stream around, we are gonna be casting games English on that regard, because it's the same if there are great StarCraft games around big tournament and no one is even try to talk English, so don't be surprised if you come here next time and it's Finnish. It's Finnish. Do not be troubled, or you are in Finnish stream then. Onsyde is really freaking strong. Oh! Holy moly. Holy moly. SCT2. Thanks for the 5 gifted subs. Amazing. Amazing. Highly appreciated. SCT2. Now you got some epic emotes. Every time when Cheryl is playing in a month from now on, now that you got the gifted sub, you have to spam the Finnish flag or like the Finnish flag fellow every time when Cheryl is playing. That's a deal. That's a deal. Which you didn't sign, but I hope you will.
Shield wall!
Epic Finnish flag guy. Always when Serral is playing. Thank you.
Shield wall!
Sexy back. Oh no. Thanks for the follow. How you saw my back? I guess I thought that it's really dark in the camera, but do I have a mirror behind me? I guess I have. Thanks for the compliment. I'm Terran too, SC2, SCT2. I'm Terran as well. The best race. All right. Big match, big match. Coming in. Ryung just needs to take one map off from hero. And after that, Onsyde would lead the league after 5 play weeks. Hero is definitely the favorite here. But let's see.
In the side Delta, in the upper left side of the map, lane for Onsyde, we have Ryung. Meanwhile, in the red plane for Kaizi Gaming, we have Hero.
Hero is playing, so we're definitely gonna be something aggressive. Is it an engineering bay block or is it just proxy racks coming in for Ryung? Let's see. Let's see. But definitely let's not see. Let's just end the stream here and that's about it. Just kidding. Just kidding. SCV takes the long tour. Yeah, this is engineering bay block. 2 gateways for hero though. That's something unusual. That's something unusual. Let's see. Natural 3rd gateway. What's going on? No. That yeah. He was just trying to like check that it goes in the right place. 3rd gateway would have been something really crazy. Well, this is kind of crazy as well. Ryung will be seeing this with his SCV. I'm pretty sure Hero didn't hope this to happen. Maybe he hoped that Ryung will skip the scout entirely. Now Ryung should be alert that there's some kind of early gateway unit aggression coming in. Either 2 stalkers or either 2 adepts. Hero taking the expansion as well, making 2 adepts. As soon as Ryung confirmed that Hero was taking his next side from his 3rd position, he cancelled the engineering bay, which is great. 2 adepts. Hero definitely will make more of gateway units after those. Seems like be going even more adepts. At least 4 of them. I counted myself. Ryung building his own expansion in the high ground. He knows that Hero opened up with something different, or rather something potentially aggressive. So he's not taking any chances, trying to build the command center in the low ground. And that's a good call from. Oh, cyclones. They are great. Ryung actually making even more cyclones. At least 3 of them. Hero losing 1 adept thinks a little bit that do I have an even chance to be aggressive after that? The clap real fast for Ryung. Morados. He even started concussive cell, but then he cancelled it rather right away. Interesting early game for this one. Will Ryung make even more cyclones? At least the 4th one. 5 adepts coming in. Shading. Ryung tries to keep his Marauders unscouted at the moment. It's not happening because of this shade. Ooh, that wasn't far that a hero would have finished that shade. It would have been disaster for hero. But naturally, as a pro gamer he is, and one of the best players in the world, he won't make a mistake of not cancelling it. Now Hellions for Ryung. This is interesting. Some kind of aggression this is. And for Ryung especially. But hero has quite a bit of gateway units at the moment to defend with. And let's see. Even SCVs coming in. Well, this is awkward. Perhaps hero planned this happening, or like this fight in the middle of the map a little bit more, but this is only all about reactive now for Ryung. And let's see how strong the Cyclones actually is with War Prism, though hero is microing like a boss. Definitely like a boss, and hero will win this fight. Very one-sided, I'd say, at least. This was a bad fight for Ryung. And this game is looking not that great for Terran player from Onsyde. Even more Stalkers. There's like 4 gateways for hero, I believe. Stalkers doing stuff. This is dangerous though. Well, there's not that many Cyclones, but there were Cyclones up and down and yeah, one Cyclone too. Okay, actually there's quite a bit of red health Stalkers. Is that the last Cyclone though? I guess. Oh, it's not. But it's so red health. Yeah. Hero doing huge damage with his gateway push with the War Prism. Ryung actually might defend this, but there's only 15 workers for Ryung. Hero has, well, 25 workers. This was basically one base all in for hero, despite he made a Nexus. If Ryung knows the situation and now wins against hero's army decisively, there actually might be a chance for Ryung to still get back in the game. Pulling the SCVs for defense. 2 Cyclones might be popping in, and that might be enough if they happen to pop in the right time. Nice War Prism micro for hero though. And these Stalkers, they won't even die. They won't even die. Marauders doing their stuff, but without Stim, Marauders actually don't do that much of a damage, and hero wins the first match. 2-gate opening that transforms into 4-gate opening with robotics facility. And Ryung tries to go on his own offensive with Reactor, Cyclones and Marauder. Interesting game. Interesting game. And really good micro for hero. Naturally, Ryung didn't have any like of a real chance to micro his units the way hero did with the War Prism. But still, that was impressive from hero. Really impressive. Really impressive. Cool game. Cool game. And what is great is that hero winning the first map, it brings us 1 map away from ace match if hero wins the second one as well. I wonder who would be the picks for the ace map for the ace match for each team. Dark versus Maru, perhaps. They might actually, Onsyde might actually bring in Solar, thinking that Solar will be as equally great pick as Maru, I'd say. For Dragon Kaizi gaming though, it's either Dark or Hero. Most likely it's Dark. But we are not there yet.
In the blue, playing for Onsyde, it's Ryung. And on the opposing side, the Protoss player, one of the greatest in the world. Dragon Kaizi Gaming's Hero.
And here we see some kind of electric storage. Yeah, that was something like that, I'd say. Hero coming in with an early probe harassment. Terran players. No, the pain, actually. Ryung. Bit of a trouble with this one. Well, that SCV still has 10 HP, so it actually can survive with ease. But Hero is hunting. Hero wants a kill. No, he's actually not hunting the SCV down. That had 5 HP. Let's see if we see another aggressive game from both of the players. Ryung opening with the Reaper this time around. Onsyde is leading the match 3-1, and this means that if Ryung wins, Onsyde will get 3 points from this match and lead the league after 5 play weeks. But if Hero wins, Kaizi Gaming secures at least 1 point for them, and we're gonna be going for the ace match to see which of the teams get the second point at the time. And at the time. Reaper goes directly in the other side, and Probe comes back. But Marine is about to be popped in. Helger. Yes. I'm glad you noticed that we are not speaking Swedish today. And hello. Battery finished just in time, but despite that, the Reaper killed 1 probe. Hero being as aggressive as possible. Actually, that said, will it be on time before the bunker finish? Actually, the bunker finishes, but the Adept is now making it nearly impossible for Ryung to finish that CC. Just not right now. Stargate for Hero in the background, most likely Oracle. He actually kind of missed his opening to kill the SCV once more. But still, he has delayed quite a bit of Ryung's original plans to take that CC and start the mining. Oh, operation! Oh, both of the adepts survive for now. Naturally, they won't get the health points back, but still they survive. What? Didn't Hero kill any SCV on that situation? Holy moly, if that was true. Ryung microed well, I guess then. Oracle hunting down. There's a mine waiting for it in the main base, but Hero is not okay. He's gonna be going to the main base. Let's see. Mine waiting for... Oh, actually, oh, there's 2 mines now. Really? Yeah, there's 2 mines. Oh, and that's a dead Oracle. Pain for Hero. Pain for Hero. Losing the first Oracle. Hero makes another Oracle though. And then he didn't get enough from mine hits, it seems like. That was actually quite nice that the second mine actually was just getting into the position on the other side of the minerals, so that made Hero to like move his Oracle on the other side of the mineral where the first mine was, and that was beautiful situation for Ryung naturally. Hero killing 3 SCVs now with the second Oracle, and there's even a Phoenix and 4 adepts, 5 adepts I mean. Nice defense for Hero. He didn't lose anything, and now because he made 1 Phoenix, he will get the kill from the Medivac as well. Yeah, definitely will. You can try to run, but you can't hide, says the Phoenix. Reaper and Hellion tries to come in, and once again, Hero defending. Perfectly. Ryung gonna be going for an attack with 3-1-1, meaning 3 Raxes, 1 factory, 1 starport naturally. Oh, actually, hero Sage in. How many adepts there are? 7? 6? And Ryung loses 5 SCVs right from the get-go. Even makes and trap. Oh, like Stasis ward. What on earth is happening here? Yeah, SCV is like, I want to go to sleep. I want to go to sleep. And then he did it. Another trap. Ryung loses a lot of mining time. Hero is on fire today. He has played really well. Both of the games so far. Well, losing that one Oracle was unfortunate, but it wasn't... I wouldn't count it as a mistake. That much. Charge started for hero, meaning the Zelot legs. I wonder where's the Raven. Did it die? Yeah, it's somewhere. Definitely somewhere. Oh, there was the Raven. We saw the shade of Raven. And quite a bit of shades of Adept. Naturally, they all would have died if Hero would have shaded them in. So that was a good call from Hero. Not to shade with the Adepts. Ryung is starting his attack phase here on out. I wonder if he's even making the 3rd CC behind this. Most likely he is. At least he should. He scans to see how many units there is. The scan misses the mark. Phoenix Eye making sure that if there's anything they can kill, they will. Getting a couple of Marines. Reinforcements are in danger for Ryung, so Ryung actually falls back with his main army to defend his reinforcements against those Phoenixes. 3rd CC for Ryung at the same time. Well, actually, now the Ryung attack feels so delayed that it might be possible that he even cannot attack anymore. Look at actually the worker count. Hero has 20 workers more. And the Hero might be going for a trap. I'm not sure if Ryung knows. Oh, Phoenix Eyes going for the ham. And then some of them dies, but I guess they did quite alright still. Ryung, interesting movement with his main army. Kills one of the Phoenix Eyes still. Now there's only 2 Phoenixes left. And Ryung, I think this was really good that Ryung saw that Hero is in the ramp, outside of the ramp. So now the force speed shouldn't be that bad, but there are many traps. Well, 2 traps, but that's still many. Ryung does alright. Hero has still almost 20 worker lead. I feel like Hero shouldn't be maybe even like attacking. In reality, it should be Ryung who should be in a forced position to attack. Storm started for Hero. On the other hand, Ghosts coming in for Ryung. I heard Ghosts are rather good units on this matchup, especially. Zealot harassment. Oh, there's actually so many Zealots. Like 20 Zealots or so from Hero on the Ryung side of the map. Ghosts on this situation aren't all that great. There's so many Zealots. So many Zealots. I feel like they will just tear the natural apart all by themselves. There's no Ghosts in the attack though, so Storm is really dangerous. Super battery being used. Phoenix Eye try to drag the mines on the Ryung's main army. They didn't quite succeed, but as soon as the Colossus pop in and those high Debras are reaching the main army of Ryung's, the fear of Storm is way too much for Ryung to handle. And I guess this is kind of a checkmate situation already. Ryung has 24 workers. 65 army supply when hero has 67 workers and then a bit better army supply. On the other hand, if hero messes up and loses big battle one-sidedly, perhaps there's a still chance for Ryung. Ghosts are great in general, but storm drops they are a problem. How about this disruptor? It just kills right away. Storms are quite decent, and next storm actually hits the mark as well. And there's so many red-headed marauders, so Ryung just cannot like really fight against hero, but he was forced to, and hero ties it up in a 3-3 situation. We're gonna be going to the ace match after this one. Did we see a Protoss winning against Terran? Oh no. Oh no, Reddit. Oh no, Reddit. You're in a trouble now. This shouldn't be happening. Ever. Ever, never. Hero played really well. Really, really well. Might we see Maru versus Hero in the ace match? Maru versus Dark is my bet as well. Radhuset Station! Oh, I didn't remember that on this week we're gonna be playing the ace map in Radhuset Station. Interesting. Interesting. It might take a while, so I'm chasing the music for you. Radhuset Station is a great map for Zerg, so I guess there's a probability that we're gonna be seeing Solar versus Dark. I am the Cosmonaut and all the others, thanks for following. Welcome to the stream. This is the place where you can learn the language of Serral. Serral actually replies that this is the worst map for Zerg. Versus Protoss. Ah, versus Protoss, yeah. Well, there's a hero around, so that means we maybe won't see Solar. I see. But if it's a great map, is this a Protoss map actually? I thought this is a Zerg map. Ah, Doctor finish is really easy. Really easy. Just learn it and after that you're good. Didn't Serral just wreck the Havoc or like put the nail in the coffin against Nice on this map yesterday? It's not a map choice. The map is named already or like decided beforehand. It's gonna be Radhuset Station, which is Swedish language. Radhuset, I mean, and it kind of means what it is in English. City Hall or something like that. Yeah, true, Erakko. Can't be. This is massive macro map, that's for sure, and there's even gold bases around and stuff like that. Serral is telling us that this is the worst map for Zerg against Protoss. Naturally, when a multiple world champion level of a guy tells you something is hard to argue. Hard to argue, but still can do it. We still don't know. We still don't know the players. But I guess Maru is off the table. On the other hand, if they are guessing that a hero will be playing for Kaizi Gaming, perhaps then picking Maru would be an option. If there's one Terran in the world that can do well in a macro map in this matchup as well, it's definitely Maru. But most likely we're gonna be seeing Solar Dark. Solar Dark. That's my guess. SCT2. Von Ruvio just meant that Maru just has been in the shower. So he's washed up on that regard. So I guess that's only a positive thing, that he's taking care of his hygiene and being so clean and other stuff. It has been always interesting when people have been making these posts in Reddit that has Cheryl been in the shower or not. And everyone knows that Cheryl goes to sauna quite often, so those are crazy posts. Crazy posts for sure. Yeah, Maru is 10-0 in the season so far. Insane. Insane. Just like Cheryl last season. Lost only one map and won like 23 or something. That's okay. I need to check what was the statistic for Cheryl last season. 23 victorious and 1 loss. Not bad. But on the other hand, Maru was insane in last season as well. And I think despite Cheryl made the record for the season of like the WTL in general, that was the strongest result in the whole season. I think Maru did history as well, and no other veteran has been that dominant. I'd guess only 2 losses in the whole season. If you play dirty builds from sauna, are they dirty? Asks Erakko. We are entering philosophistic zone here. We still don't know who's gonna be playing in Radhuset Station. Would be hilarious to get something like Maru against Oliveira. That would have been actually, that would be the first TVT which I'd see on this map. At least in pro level, I'd guess. Do a best of 69. Are we talking about StarCraft still? Cheryl has been dominating Maru as of late. I'm not sure on this map pool though. Cheryl games today. Hello, Granny the Hand. Unfortunately, no. Cheryl is not playing today. At least on official games today. Might Cheryl be streaming today? I don't know. I really don't know. So don't get hope. Don't get false hope from that. It seems to take a while. We still don't know the players. We actually have to put the commercials now because of otherwise they would happen in the middle of the game. Giants of Korea going against each other. Indeed. Indeed. Top teams, despite Dragon Kaizi Gaming is like on their 7th position in the league. Actually, did they now at are they still 7th? Yeah, they still are on the 7th position. They need to win. Get more points. Starlight Wingle is on the 6th position. They have 8 points. -1 the map score difference overall. Dragon Kaizi Gaming has 6 points. And well, the 7th point from now if they lose. Yeah, if Dragon Kaizi Gaming wins the ace match, they will rise up to be the 6th team in the league, I think. Maru Oliveira would be crazy. The map will be Gradhuset Station, so usually that ain't maybe the big veterans, but now we're gonna be seeing... Oh, what? Look at this. Look at this, fellows. It says Ryung, looks like a Solar, so we might get Maru. No, it's Solar versus Dark. Rematch. They played 1-1 against each other already today. Let's see. Let's see.
I was right. Just wanna say it, point it out loud. Here the ace match for Onsyde. The ace player, it's Solar. And when sun is not shining, you know it's dark.
Playing for Dragon Kaizi Gaming. Let's see. Let's see. Will we be going to the distance macro-wise, or might we still see some kind of early shenanigans? This is a huge macro map, and then once again, it seems like I'm always telling the same story when this map is played. When you know that your opponent knows, and the meta in a certain map is that it's a huge macro map, and everyone goes for greedy macro openings, that naturally would mean that it gives you an opening to do well with early cheese. And kinda ironically, despite it being a huge macro map, and in theory cheeses are bad, it might be the bestest of cheese map ever on certain cases. So let's see. Here I am trying to cosplay a great philosophic person. Just like Arthos. Never even touched the game, but I know. Let's see. Let's see. Neither of the players haven't taken gases, and both of the players going for third hatchery already. This is only Radhuset Station things. I've literally ever seen this kind of build for both of the players in TVT before, in my time watching pro player games, and I've watched quite a bit. At least seven. Overlords are the only things in the map. Just kidding, they're actually two links for Dark. Dark is kinda breaking the deal of not making any attacking units before you have 100 drones. That's so Dark. When we are gonna be seeing the first gases being taken? Soon we are in 3-minute mark, and no gases for either side. Now we see 2 for Solar. He's the brave one. Dark is still massing drones and queens. We're gonna break some kind of world record here, how fast Dark reaches a certain amount of drones, I guess. Still on gases for Dark. 3.5 minutes in the game. Alrighty then. Alrighty. Now he's making two extractors. I guess both of the players are gonna be taking the fourth base on the kinda natural side, and they won't take the minerals off and then open the pathway to gold base. Lair for Solar, making the gas number 3 and 4. Dark making actually a Roach Warren. Evolution Chamber for both of the players as well. Solar, for some reason, leading in income. That much even. I have no idea how that's even possible. Both of the players having equal amount of workers though. Lair finishing up for Solar as well. I mean for Solar at first, but he's building Roach Warren as well. Building Overload Speed. Now both of the players have slowly taken all their gases. Let's see if Solar is gonna be opting to do a Spire now or not. This actually might be a huge map for some kind of Mutalisk things, but yeah, we are not gonna be seeing things like that here. Road speed for Solar, +1 range upgrade coming in for both of the players. 4th hatcheries at the same time. Double upgrades for Dark. Solar has started second Evolution Chamber, but it will take a while before he can actually make double upgrades. The Overlord speed is finished, so Overseers are fast. Faster than Usain Bolts or Ferraris or any other thing that's really fast. Machine roaches are both of the players, but both of the players already have over 70 drones. Both of the players also have skipped the link speed as a whole. Most likely we're gonna be seeing that in the future as well if this game goes on, but kinda interesting. 6 overlords for Dark. He's actually supply blocked. No, this happens quite often in Dark's games though. And he still wins quite a bit of games, so this is not that of a dangerous, I'd say. 3 Overlord about to be getting the drop. Reachers, even 4th. In we go, says the Roaches after that. Soon both the players having 1-1 upgrade as well. Four Overlord drops full of roaches. Dark sees them right away. God, I always get confused because the nameplates are on the wrong place. Dark is playing on the... Dark is the upper player and Solar is the lower player. Or like the player in the bottom. Tunneling Claws upgrade coming in for Solar. Both of the players opting for Infestation Pit at the moment. Queens are in the right place to defend that Overlord drop thingy. One of them really low health already, so it's an easy picking for Dark. That's really Hydralisk then coming in for Dark. We are about... I feel like this game cannot like really end real fast unless some of the players make a crucial mistake. But we might be seeing epic, long Viper Lurker game here, which is kind of what you expect to happen in Radhuset Station. But Solar tries to actually really break Dark here. Guns comes from the two sides. Dark has so many roaches though. Can Solar actually fight here? I guess he cannot, but he's still staying there. Tries to fight and flee from the battlefield, I guess. Naturally, Dark has faster reinforcements because we are fighting on the dark sides of the map. He were about to be coming in for both of the players as well. Lurker Dengs. Solar hasn't actually ever started his +2 armor upgrade, and that's a bit of a mistake in a macro game like this. Dark hasn't skipped his breakfast though, and he's about to be hitting the 2-2 upgrades rather soon. Even making... Oh, now Solar 2 started the +2 armor. Hive is about to be finished rather soon for Solar. Solar once again tries to go for the Overlord drop. And there's submarines as well. coming in. And even the main army from Solar is moving. So Dark is... Okay, Dark's army actually is kind of defending this base already. So this won't make that much of a difference. But hey, actually Solar has a possibility to... Oh, he just rushes to kill all the Ravagers. And this is quite expensive for Dark. He loses quite many of those Ravagers of his. And this is a great trade for Solar. And the Drop Lords actually are in the natural of Darks. And they are doing quite alright. But I guess Dark will hold this rather well at the same time, so... Game goes on, just like Celine Dion predicted in his song. You know in which song. Alright. But that was cool that Solar was able to catch the Dark's Ravages with his main army. That was expensive for Dark, for sure. But we are going into the Lurker. Oh, actually! Will Solar get us cancelled? Yeah, definitely. That's a hatchery killed right there. And after that, Solar has 5 bases. Dark has 4 bases, so... +1 was Solar, I guess. Even Nidus for Dark. 3 Vipers about to be kicking in. Lurker Den only about to be finished for Solar. That's a bit later than I thought that it would be. I mean, Dark soon even has the +2 range upgrade for Lurkers done. Once again, Solar finds quite a decent trade against Dark's main army. Lurkers coming in for Dark, but they won't naturally hunt down the Solar's army. And naturally, Solar now cannot attack into Dark's position with this kind of army, so... At least I think so, but Solar seems to be going maybe for an attack. No, he's not. We still don't see the Nidus from Dark. I guess Dark kind of wisely waits that something happens in the map. Torso. 38 months. Thanks for the subscription, mate. Highly appreciate it. Good luck in the World of Warcraft raid. Solar about to be getting Vipers as well. He sees the Nidus. That Spine alone won't quite finish the Nidus before... Yeah, Dark actually can... Nah, okay. He actually sends 6 Lurkers, I guess, in the main base of Solar. And Solar has basically nothing to defend with. Only 3 Queens. Well, there's Vipers, but Vipers alone don't do anything. 5 Vipers, actually. And another Nidus pop in. That means Dark can actually escape with those Lurkers if he needs to. And that he does. And Dark actually is postering with his main army. Really aggressive. And he most likely will reach and he easily will reach the Solar's, I guess, 5th hatchery with ease. And the Lurkers are back. They are not doing anything, but they still are back. Nice maneuvering from Dark at this stage. Lurkers killing the hatchery in the main base of Solar's. Yeah, they definitely will kill. Actually, Solar might lose even another hatchery. It's about to be happening for sure. And Solar is a bit on a trouble here. It's not all that easy to charge into the Lurkers in your own main base. Dark is playing this beautifully at the moment. Solar needs to stabilize here. Loses another hatchery. So that's a 3rd hatchery gone for Solar. Yeah, definitely. I was worried that I said that wrong way. Meanwhile, Dark only has still 4 bases of his own. He's making 2 hatcheries now. Ooh. That was almost a Viper kill. Still not. Solar has 3 bases before he gets those hatchery lost back. Dark has 4 bases, but he's making 2 bases at the time, so he can soon have 6 bases. But still, it seems like the game won't be over here. Both of the players are in max supply situation, huge armies. Solar actually has a monstrous army now. He has 139 supply. So way bigger army than what Dark has, 118. This is kind of oddly TVT things. When you lose many of your workers it's kind of cool thing on its own because your army will grow bigger if you can reach the max supply situation. And Solar wants to fight now, naturally. Dark's lurkers are waiting, but all the lurkers are kind of on the... Oh, what are you doing, Solar? Don't go there! That was a massacre! So many Hydras died. Don't go there, Solar. Don't go there. At least without blinding clouds. Now we might be seeing those blinding clouds. Maybe. Yeah, both of the players using blinding clouds. No idea what's happening. More Vipers for Solar about to be coming. Dark has 5 Vipers too. Still left with his main army. He lost 5 Vipers. Or did that mean that he killed 5 Vipers? I guess it was that way around. Lurker harassment from Dark. Solar is in a bit of a pickle once more. That Viper doesn't have energy, so it's hard to engage those lurkers. Dark actually manages to kill the hatchery once again. Dark has a bank. Solar doesn't. Dark is using that overseer so annoyingly. It's not dying. It's not dying, and it's popping up Niduses left and right in the main base and in the third base of Solar as well. How on earth did these roaches get here? Quite epic Viper lurker battle we are seeing here. And still it feels like we need to see at least 2 big battles before this game will kind of drastically be up for another. Solar manages to kill next hatchery from Dark. Dark is leading Solar at least with 1 extra base, maybe even 2. I'm not sure about the situation in that last hatchery that Solar lost. Oh, is Dark ready? Dark definitely is ready. And don't go that road, Solar. Don't go that road. 17 lurkers for Solar, 14 for Dark, 6 Vipers for Solar, 5 for Dark. Nido screaming somewhere. Damn, those Chinese queen voice sounds, they sound 10 times angrier than the English queens. Always terrified. Dark yoinking couple of lurkers, and now we're gonna be seeing a greater battle. Seems like Dark is just kinda slaughtering actually Solar's lurkers here. Oh, and Dark is actually still going even further with his lurker Hydra Viper army. Oh, did Solar lose every Viper? Yes, he did. And that was game-ending damage right there. Dark slaughter Solar in the end. That was a great game from Dark for sure. And this means that Dragon Kaizi Gaming actually will take 2 points from this. And this is the first loss for Onsyde in whole season. It happens in weekday 5. And this actually means I am confident that a Shopify will rise up in the ladder. Or will they? No, they won't actually. Onsyde will be now the second team in standings. I guess they have the same amount of points than what Basilic does, but then the map difference is in Onsyde's favor. So yeah. Interesting games today. Platinum Heroes wins SSLT in the first map 4-2, and then Onsyde versus Dragon Kaizi Gaming match goes the distance, and we see epic ace match in Radhuset Station, and in the end, Dark wins it all. Dragon Kaizi Gaming needed these points kinda. Kinda hard early season, Dragon Kaizi Gaming. I'm surprised that they don't have more points. But now they got 2 against Onsyde. And not that many teams are getting points against Onsyde. I feel like Sopiva Rebellion leading the league after 5 weeks now with 14 points. Onsyde in the 2nd place and Basilisk in the 3rd place. They have the same amount of points, but well, look at the map difference. No one will basically win Onsyde if it comes to map difference this season, I feel like. Team Liquid on the 4th place. Psystorm Gaming on the 5th place. Dragon Kaizi Gaming still on 6th place. And the most positive surprise for this season, Starlight Twingle actually would be still going to playoffs if we would end the season here. So they are on the 7th place. Sopiva Rebellion has been really strong this season though. And that's amazing to see after a disastrous last season for Shopify. Now they are getting what they deserve. More so. Yeah. So that was about the games for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the games. I did. I did at least. And that's what matters. Just kidding. I had fun. It was a pleasure hosting you, both Finnish and globally. Thanks for the 5 gifted sub to SCT2 once again. If I remember correctly, you did gift on Friday as well, so that's huge. And thanks for the subscription to Torso, Katli, Erakko. Awesome. Highly appreciated. WTL is the most awesome team league we have ever seen, especially after CSL TL, something like that, I guess. I'm just glad that we are having this caliber of a team league. We have wanted team league for so long, and now we have it. So thanks for the WTL organization to making this happen, and all the sponsors out there. This is amazing. Yeah. Naturally, I guess it's no brainer who we are gonna be raiding after this, and I'm gonna be raiding ESL SC2. Big games coming in for Yumi and Jan Jakov playing at the moment, and then I have no idea who's gonna be playing after that, but most likely epic games will be followed after that. Ooh, actually, I hope that next week, naturally we're gonna be casting WTL ourselves. I hope there are English streamers out there, and we're gonna be casting Finnish. If not, and we are online, naturally we're gonna be switching to English then and try to save the day. But now that actually the clock has turned in Finland, and the game starts 1 hour early for us, and it's kinda impossible for me to, like, next Friday to start like 2 p.m. Finnish time. So it might be that I need to start like, or I can start 4 p.m. or so 2 hours later. But other than that, I guess Saturday we actually have to skip, and that's tragic. But yeah, we're gonna be casting Friday next week. We're gonna be a little bit late though, I guess couple hours. Saturday we most likely cannot cast. We need to cast those games next week, I think. And then on Sunday we should be able to cast normally. So that's where we are going back next. But hey, raid is about to be kicking in. Thanks for joining in, and have a nice Sunday, everyone.